Right now, there is something you haven't told anyone, not fully, not honestly. You've kept it inside, in your thoughts, in your heart, in those quiet moments, when no one else is around. You've prayed about it, not always with words, sometimes just with feelings, sometimes just with tears, sometimes just with silence, and you wondered, did God really hear me? Does anyone understand what I'm going through? But listen carefully, Jesus is saying, my child. I heard every silent prayer. Every thought you couldn't express, I heard it. Every tear you tried to hide, I saw it. Every moment you felt alone, I was there, even when it felt like nothing was happening. I was listening, I was watching, I was working. Jesus says, my child. Just because you didn't see a response, does not mean I didn't hear you. Because some answers do not come immediately, some answers need time, need preparation, need the right moment, and right now, something is being prepared for you, something connected to that very prayer, the one you thought was unheard, the one you thought was forgotten, but it wasn't. Jesus is saying, my child. I am responding in a way that will be better than you expected. Not just giving you what you asked for, but giving you what you truly need, what will bring you peace, what will bring you clarity, what will truly fulfill you. And when it happens, you will understand why it took time, why things didn't happen earlier, why certain doors stayed closed, because this answer, this response, will be right, perfectly timed, perfectly aligned with your life. Jesus says, my child. Trust what you cannot see yet, your answer is closer than you think. So don't stop praying now, don't lose faith now, don't give up now, because your silent prayer is about to become a visible answer. If you believe God has heard your silent prayers, type Amen and keep your faith strong. Now, something begins to shift, not loudly, but deeply. Jesus is saying, my child. Before I answer your prayer, I prepare your heart. You may not see the answer yet, but you can feel something changing, a quiet shift inside you. You may begin to notice a strange sense of peace, even without a solution, less fear about the situation, less urgency. More trust, a feeling that something is about to happen. This is not imagination, this is preparation, because before your prayer becomes reality, your mind and heart must be ready to receive it. Jesus says, my child. I do not just answer prayers, I prepare you to handle the answer. You may also notice something else. Things that once mattered deeply don't affect you the same way anymore. The situation that once felt heavy feels lighter now. Why? Because you are no longer holding it alone, you have released it, and now, God is handling it. Jesus is saying, my child. What you placed in my hands is now in my control. At this stage, you are no longer desperate, you are not forcing outcomes, you are not overthinking every detail. Instead, you are trusting, and that trust is the final step before the answer appears. Jesus says, my child. Hold on to this peace, it means your answer is near. Because when your heart becomes calm, your life is about to change. If you feel peace replacing your worry, type Amen and stay ready for your blessing. Now, something begins to happen, not just inside you, but around you. The prayer you once whispered starts to take shape in your life. Jesus is saying, my child. What you asked for in silence, I now reveal in your reality. At first, it may come in a simple way, a small change, a new opportunity, a situation that begins to move. You may begin to notice something finally shifting after a long time, a door opening that was once closed, a path becoming clear, and something inside you will pause, because it feels different, not forced, not confusing, but peaceful. Jesus says, my child. My answers bring peace, not pressure. At this stage, you may still question it. Because after waiting so long, it feels unexpected. You might think, is this really happening? Should I trust this? But listen carefully, this is your answer, this is what you prayed for. Jesus is saying, my child. Step forward, do not hesitate now. Because what you were waiting for is no longer coming, it has arrived. Now it's your moment to accept it, to move into it, to trust it fully, and as you take that step, everything begins to open even more. One opportunity leads to another, one moment leads to many, and slowly, your life begins to change, not by force, but by alignment. Jesus says, my child. This is only the beginning. If you feel your prayer starting to be answered, type Amen and step forward with faith. Now, what began as a small answer starts to grow. The thing you once prayed for begins to move forward in a powerful way. Jesus is saying, my child. When I answer, I do more than you expected. What seemed like a simple change turns into real progress, real movement. You may begin to notice things happening faster than before, one opportunity opening multiple doors, situations aligning without force. This feels different. Before, nothing moved. Before, everything felt delayed. But now, there is flow, there is clarity, there is momentum. Jesus says, my child. This is your breakthrough unfolding. At this stage, things may feel fast, unexpected, almost overwhelming. Because everything that was silent is now becoming visible, you might think, why is everything changing so quickly? But listen carefully, this is not rushed, this is divine timing, everything is finally in place. Jesus is saying, my child. I release when everything is ready. And now, you are no longer waiting, you are receiving, you are no longer hoping, you are experiencing, and as you continue, momentum builds stronger, opportunities expand further, your life begins to shift, not slowly, but clearly, powerfully. Jesus says, my child. Do not fear this change, you are ready for it. Because everything you went through prepared you for this exact moment. And now, you are stepping into it fully. If you feel your life moving into a powerful breakthrough, type Amen and embrace this new season. Now, everything begins to settle. What once felt like a moment, now feels like your life. What once felt unexpected, now feels natural. Jesus is saying, my child. What I place in your life, I establish. The answer you received is no longer temporary, it is becoming stable. You may begin to notice progress that continues without stopping, results that remain instead of fading, a path that feels clear and secure. This is not just success, this is stability. Before, things came and went. Before, nothing felt certain. But now, there is structure, there is direction, there is peace in your life. Jesus says, my child. You are now living what you once prayed for. At this stage, you don't question everything anymore, you don't overthink every step, because now, you can see the results clearly, you can feel the growth deeply, and that gives you confidence, real confidence, not forced, but natural. Jesus is saying, my child. Stay grounded in this moment, do not return to doubt. Even when small challenges appear, they don't shake you, because now you understand, you are supported, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. And now, something even deeper begins, fulfillment. You are not just receiving, you are at peace, you are not just progressing, you are aligned, you are not just moving forward. You are living with purpose. Jesus says, my child. This is the life I prepared for you. If you feel your life becoming stable, peaceful, and fulfilled, type Amen and continue walking forward with faith.